How do you feel when you're with a friend? So, this is a very important question to ask yourself. Are you totally exhausted when you get home from meeting the person? Are you totally exhausted and do you feel like you need to rest? Or do you feel energized and you feel happy and you can still do a lot of things? How do you feel when you're with someone? This is such an important thing to ask yourself because in my opinion there are like two type of friends you can have. Maybe there are more, but this is just what I've noticed lately, that that it can be very, I will explain. So the first type is someone that you just feel drained when you're with them. You need a lot of energy. You need a lot of energy. The person in question, the friend, is asking a lot of attention. And I don't know why, but you just feel like you need to. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time, it are people who only talk about themselves. So it just simply is a truth. Like, some people are just like, if you always need to reach out first, or if they honestly just talk about themselves, like they don't even ask, how are you? How are you really doing? How are you? They don't ask that. And that's very dangerous. And they're honestly just not good friends, Because probably, when you're really having a hard time, is that the person you're gonna call? Is that the person you can trust, you can build on? Probably not. And probably you feel that you put a lot of energy in them, but you're not really happy about it, or something. Maybe you like it because you're not alone, but if that's the only reason, I promise you it's not a good one. So be careful with that kind of people. I think there are a lot of people like this, and I think I'm also not calling them bad people or anything. I mean, like, a lot of people, honestly, everyone just likes to talk about themselves. But you also, in a friendship, you need like she's telling something, I'm telling something, she's telling something, I'm telling something, and you get an exchange, and you feel like you learned something, or like you got richer from the conversation. Like, honestly, like deeper conversations. I really like that kind of conversations, like deep conversations, but you can't have them with anyone. Like, you're not going to, with some people I just don't talk about that because I don't want to, or if you don't trust them or anything. Right, this video is taking way too long that I had in my mind, but I think you know what I'm saying. The second kind of person is like, you feel so much energy when you're with them. You're looking forward to meet them. You're even, this is a big sign, I think. Like, maybe you haven't seen them in a while, like literally like in months you haven't seen them, and it's just like you talked to them yesterday. I don't know why, but you have that with some people. Um yeah, and I think that's very beautiful. And you see them and they're like, oh, you tell your whole life story, what's been happening these few months, and you just feel so happy, and you feel like you can talk about anything. Maybe not anything, but I think it is very important to have friends like that, or at least like one, honestly. You really do not need a lot of friends. You really don't. Keep your circle small and only let people get close that you trust. Don't tell your whole life story to random people. Why would you do that? Why would you care? Why? They're only going to judge you, and yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Just be careful with who you are around, because there are a lot of people that drain your energy, and sometimes it's just better to that to cut those people out, because you can better put that energy in you. You need your energy, and one or two, a few good friends. But so that's what I want to say. Hope you like this video, you got something from it. So talk to you soon. Bye.